So I hope everyone is enjoying this wonderful session with Father Joe. It has some divine grace, I think, because so many people have written to me saying their pulse rate has never been lower. They've never had so good a divine experience. So thank you so much, Father, and over to you.
Welcome, Swati. Let's begin by a prayer. The prayer today will be that of Deshabandhu Das in the time of Emperor Akbar, a very secular king. I just sing the chorus today. The full form will be done one of the concluding sessions during the week. We start with the acknowledging God as the Alpha and the Omega as we chant Om. Vande Sat Chittanandam Vande Sat Chittanandam Vande Yogi Lanchita Yogi Vanchita Charamapadam Vande 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 Sat Chittanandam Vande Vande Sat Chittanandam Vande. Keep your hands rested on your thighs and open your eyes. We just have a little introduction to connect what happened yesterday with today. What we do every day is primarily to assist our practice of meditation. However, many of us are shell-shocked by this lockdown. Many of us cannot adjust because we just have our senses and our minds are not able to explain what's happening. And therefore, in yoga, we don't try to interpret reality with our senses and our minds. Sri Krishna told Arjuna, forget it. In the world of Prakriti, you will never get an answer. Would you want to have real explanation of the war that you have to battle, that you have to fight? Krishna tells Arjuna that you have to come to the level of the Purusha. You have to encounter me as a person. And that's exactly what we are doing. Now, yesterday, when we were, the essential elements of meditation is, as the Howard physician says, relaxation response. That we have learned on the first day, second day, now on the third day. Second day, I was trying to introduce you to the breath because to get into the breath awareness is a very, very slow process. Left brain has dominated us from the time we are in the KG till we have collected our PhDs. We are all the time jogging the left brain. How to do Chitta Vritti Nirodha was yesterday my attempt, which probably did not go well with some because of the Sanskrit terms and also because of how to look at the breath body in the different areas of the body. So today when we do Viloma Pranayam 2, we will not do it lying down. We will do it with an upright body, and I will not practice it with you, but I will actually guide you for each Viloma Pranayam 2. It's very essential. Ajay and Swati must be a little bit eager that I introduce you to the pranayama that has transformed their life. This is one industrialist who has the best of both the worlds. Both, as much as he is blessed in his in his riches, he is also blessed with his interior life and his celebrating the kind of gift of spirituality that he has, and therefore has the best of friends like Radhanath Swami and all these people have seen him. This is one man. The meditation, it's not only the Piramals. They have experienced it and they want to share it with you, that once you become a meditator, you stop reacting. That's the world of the lockdown world. You keep on reacting. Here, you keep on responding. And one of the best ways to respond is to learn pratyahara. That is what we are going to learn today. And therefore, Ajay and Swati, I'm going to start with the basics of digital pranayama. And that is what makes a big difference, because then the locus of control from the ego switches over to the self. Exactly as the third step of the 12-step program of the Alcoholics Anonymous says, making my will and my life over to God. The same as the fifth niyama, Ishvara Pranidhana. And that brings about what I'm sure Ajay and Swati has celebrated, the tattva of the Bhagavad Gita, Nishkamata, a state of desirelessness. But the final element today, after learning Pratyahara, you know what it is? It is being able to let go, but above all, being able to forgive. This man, whatever people thought of him, he never reacted. He has always forgiven. He has always included even those who don't think kindly of him. So this is the fruit of meditation, and they are very keen that I share this with you. So let's begin. We begin with Supta posture. A Supta posture can be done in two ways. You either sit in virasana or you sit in Baddha Konasana. So you have the bolster. Those who do not have a bolster, use a double pillow, but it's nice to have a bolster, a firm cotton bolster. You can get them very easily. And then you keep a brick or a pillow to rest your hands. And as I said yesterday, I demonstrated Supta Baddha Konasana. Today, let's do, those of us who can manage, will try to do what is called Supta Virasana, where you sit with your, initially on your heels in Vajrasana, and then you sit on the floor. Keep your femur tight with the belt, it helps. And then you lie back. Yesterday I demonstrated with your feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Today, I'm doing this because many of you, quite some of you are Iyengar practitioners. Supta Virasana is always the beginning posture for all Iyengar practice. And we keep this posture for a duration of 3 minutes, which is a long time. Okay, now there are 4 stages in practicing this posture. Whether you are doing it in Baddha Konasana, that is cobbler pose, or whether you are doing it in Virasana, that is the way I am doing it. First, you put yourself in the posture, Arambha. Then you form the posture. Advanced students know how Guruji teaches to form the posture. Bones, snayu, muscles, and tvacha, skin. So initially we have adjusted our bones, our joints, knee joints, ankle joints, and he has compassionate adjustments and teachings of how to get back the use of your knees. Now, those of you who have this problem and want to get out of it, I have a publication called Yoga for the Practice of Meditation. It's available in WCCM.org, which is the World Community for Meditation. And this is published in Singapore, and you can get it in the bookshop there. It shows you how to get rid of your persistent pain in your knee by which you're not able to really sit properly. Then you come to the third stage, which is Parichayavastha. Parichayavastha is exactly what Walter Cannon said, that there is a wisdom, Weisheit in the body. And we have to explore that Weisheit, that wisdom. And that you get into breathing. So here we begin the acknowledgement of the breath for the body to become more mindful and thus heal the mind. So the cellular biologist Joan Borisenko titled her book, Minding the Body to Mend the Mind. This is Iyengar. Learning how to pay attention to the most neglected areas, dimensions of our life. The nervous system, the endocrine system, the immune system, in a variety of postures, get awakened and start talking to each other, which is homeostasis, what Guruji calls samatolatva. That is the best preventative. Heyam dukkam anagatam. Inhale and sit upright. When you inhale and sit upright, remember our first attempt for getting into a stillness for meditation is restedness. So we have rested with the legs, reminding us that we have to include the legs also in our breathing, as we did yesterday. Now we stretch our legs. Those who don't have proper bolster, keep double pillows and just support your diaphragm with a bolster or a double pillow, but you keep your head always looking towards the heart, so that the stem of the brain, a brick helps. If you have a pillow, it's okay, but see that your Agnya chakra, that is your bunch of muscle between your eyes, Agnya chakra is oriented towards the Anahata chakra, that is the cardiac plexus. Gradually, if you learn what I taught in the first day, that you first adjust your pelvic rim by bending your knees and feeling the sliding desire of the sacrum. Once you have adjusted that, you can stretch your legs again, then come up to the shoulders, and as you push your shoulders down, the deltoids, the arms open up, biceps open up to the ceiling, triceps move towards the floor, armpits are open, groins are open, keep your heels where they are, but let your soles fall apart. See, attend to yourself. We have never attended to ourselves. Coming into the here and now is a process of letting go. So that is the theme today, Pratyahara. Pratyahara is the fifth step. Pranayama and Pratyahara are the two angas of Antaranga. Pranayama is the breath that we are going to do, a variety of breathing, and Pratyahara is the resultant effect of that breath. And you'll be amazed to see that most of our ailments are because we have never let go. Clinging, possessiveness has destroyed our true personalities. So let's go. Let's learn to let go. The body teaches us. The body never tells lies. If you say you believe and your solar plexus is not relaxing, one would think one is a liar. Body never tells lies. Learn in this yogic meditation to understand that your body has to be constantly in a state of Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender. And the best surrender in the body is Shavasana effect in all the limbs, the body as a whole. Once you get that Shavasana effect in the body, you are able to get the effortless attention on the breath. Thinking, emotional disturbance, psychiatric disorders obstruct the attention on the breath. But be gentle with yourself. Know that deep within us, we have the capacity to discover the wisdom within us. Howard Bensons calls this remembered wellness. Beautiful term. Remember that you are blessed with wholeness and holiness. As a result of this 3 minutes Shavasana, you're going to be able to now observe all the 3 components of the breath. That's the basic pranayama, Ujjayi pranayama. As you breathe in, without making any effort, please realize one thing. Let's throw our willpower out. As in the 12-step program also, you cannot overcome addiction, alcoholism with your willpower. Impossible. You need your willingness, but the power has to come from the higher power, from above. And so when you're doing Ujjayi pranayama, please don't interfere with God's wisdom that is innate. Prayatna Shaitirya, Ananta Samapattivya. So our effort has to dovetail into God's grace, inherent within us. So please let go. And as you let go, you may feel a little bit uncomfortable because you have never done this before. You may feel preoccupied with, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? That's the satanic left brain. Just tell it to shut up and be like a child and listen to the breath. As I said, if you are still getting distracted and cannot listen to the breath, use your left brain to say, now I am breathing in, now I am breathing out. And be fully in the 3 components of Ujjayi pranayama. Udaka, inhalation. Rechaka, exhalation. At the end of the inhalation, slightly tension, antarkumbhaka. At the end of the exhalation, more relaxed, pause, Vayyakumbhaka. We used that kumbhaka yesterday for Viloma pranayama 2. Today we will do it in a sitting posture as I guide you. But let's finish this first pranayama. Ujjayi pranayama, basic pranayama that comes from a state of restedness, from a state of remember wellness, from an awareness that we are loved, we are good, we are beautiful, we are all right, the Zen principle. Deep down you are well. So feel that as we go into the practice of Ujjayi, doing nothing, listening to the breath, and being with the breath from the beginning till the end. Slowly, you bend your knees, roll off the bolster, and keep the bolster for your calf muscles, because we have to get our cardiac muscles also involved in our cardio, respiration, hypometabolic conditioning. So you have to slow down the heartbeat. So you have to keep your calf muscles either on a chair or on a cross bolster. So I'm demonstrating both. You can keep a chair or a sofa and rest your calf muscles on the chair, or you can do it with your calf muscles rested on the bolster and just keep a support for your head so that you're always looking down and not allowing the thinking brain to go upwards. If the thinking brain is going upwards, you are in Lululand, you are thinking. Chitta Vritti Nirodha is to stop the chatter of the mind. So always bring the Adya Chakra, the bunch of muscles between your eyebrows, towards the heart, and relax in this state for just about a couple of minutes, because I give you a choice afterwards for Viloma Pranayama 2 in this position or in a sitting upright position. Yesterday I asked you to feel all the 5 areas of the body. I use the Sanskrit terms. Today I'm not going to use the Sanskrit terms. So when you're breathing in, can you feel the restedness of your legs? That's it. When you're breathing out, can you feel the restedness in your solar plexus? So keep tricking the mind, as that psychoneuroimmunologist said. Yogis trick their mind. But can we really, are we still preoccupied and worried about the shutdown world? Can we come fully into our body? The second combination is feel the incoming breath in your diaphragm and feel the exhalation as before in your solar plexus. Now we come to the third, which is the most important area. Craniosacral people talk about that being the primary breathing area, the brain. So as you're breathing in, smile and relax the facial muscles. As you're breathing out, relax the thyroids, the Vishuddhi chakra. That's it. This is what we did yesterday. Don't get confused. Just become like a little child. Play. This is a beautiful gift of Iyengar to come home. Exactly as St. Augustine said. You were inside me, Lord. I was outside. You were within me. I was wandering away. But you shattered my deafness. You broke through my blindness. And now I thirst. That's what Iyengar did to me psychosomatically. He showed me with the body that don't be preoccupied always with your thinking. You can come into your body, which is the temple of God. And by the breath awareness, antaranga, it's inner body, you access a beautiful instrument for meditation. And the first component for that is pratyahara, letting go. The more we let go, the better we let God. The more we control, the more we are living in the world of stress, tricking the mind with feeling the impact of the incoming breath and all these areas, impact of the outgoing breath, to bring our preoccupations filled mind into sabdata, stillness. So that was to bring about an awareness, the whole body, with regard to the breath. You can continue staying in that posture. I'm going to guide you now either in that posture or you can take a sitting upright posture. If you take a sitting upright posture, whether you're sitting in your sofa, whether you're sitting in your chair, whether you're sitting on the floor, see that you are keeping your spine upright. Those who are lying down and doing this Viloma pranayama 2, follow the same instructions. Very simple. Now, this pranayama is a pranayama of interrupting the exhalation, not the inhalation. You interrupt the inhalation, you get high blood pressure. Exhalation. So as you are exhaling, and I will do it together with you, I will guide you, you just practice it, and I will tell you how you breathe in and how you stop the breath. Now, obviously, it will not be exactly according to the timing of my telling you. So don't worry. I am giving you enough time to practice each exhalation interrupted breath, which is called Viloma pranayama 2. Let's begin. First, I'll describe it, and then I will actually say, now let's do it all together. So first, let me describe it. We take a deep inhalation, and as we start exhaling, after a few moments, we stop the breath. Then we continue to exhale and stop the breath. Then we slightly inhale and fully exhale and stop the breath. And that, after that, you breathe normally. So that's the description. Now, each one will do it according to his capacity, according to one's, rhythm, whatever it has been. So that is why lying down was good. Those who want to still go down and lie down and do it, you're welcome to do that. Or you can remain seated. And let's begin the first Viloma pranayama 2. Normal breathing first, Ujjayi pranayama. All the time we return to Ujjayi pranayama. And now each one according to your own capacity. Take a deep inhalation. Start exhaling. Hold the breath for 1, 2, 3 seconds. Continue exhaling. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Slightly inhale and fully exhale and hold the breath. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Normal breathing. Shavasana, Ujjayi Pranayama. Ujjayi Pranayama, Shavasana. That's the first practice of Viloma Pranayama 2. Hope you understood it now. After this break, let's do the second Viloma Pranayama 2. Take a deep inhalation. Start exhaling. Hold the breath. Continue exhaling. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Slightly inhale and fully exhale and hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Normal inhalation, exhalation. Shavasana. Ujjayi Pranayama. Ujjayi Pranayama. Shavasana. Feel the restiveness in the body. And after Kumbhakas, after that Viloma Pranayama, you need to rest. For the last time, take a deep inhalation. Start exhaling, hold the breath. Continue exhaling, hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slightly inhale and fully exhale and hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, normal breathing. We have done Ujjayi Pranayama 2. Now, we are going to introduce you to the digital pranayama, which makes all the difference to even stubborn people who don't want to listen to their breath, are forced to listen to their breath because of the digital positions. So I'm going to take a position of sitting into a chair because then I can rest my elbows on the chair. So many of you who have a chair with the back open can use the chair with the back open, or you can just sit in any position you like on the sofa or on your regular chair, and keep your elbows rested. Okay, if you don't have anything to rest, what you do is, if you're sitting on a normal chair and you don't have a backrest opening, then you can keep a bolster on your thighs so that you are able to rest your elbows. It's important because then you don't struggle to keep your fingers properly. So that's for those who are not having a back open chair. Now, here we go. Look at this palm of mine. This has to be completely relaxed. In Halasana, advanced Iyengar students know this, that there are 3 areas of the skin which relate to the areas of the skin in the temples. And that is the skin of the arch of the feet, like shiatsu, the skin of the palm, and the skin of this frontal brain. So keep your palm relaxed. Then you never use the index finger, never use the middle finger of the dominant hand. If you think you cannot do it with your right hand, you need your left hand, do it with your left hand, no problem. So you keep your index finger and middle finger inside. Then you use the thumb, the tip of the thumb, and the tip of the ring finger at the aperture that is the middle of the nose. You have a very sensitive aperture there, where when you rest your thumb and your ring finger, you can feel the breath coming in and going. So keep those fingers rested and feel the breath like in Ujjayi Pranayama, coming in and going. Now, this is a very, very special way to disconnect the left brain and activate the right brain. You cannot but center your attention on the inflow and outflow of the breath from both the nostrils. You don't need to leave the touch. Sensitize the tip of your thumb and the tip of your ring finger. Thumb on the dominant side, ring finger on the non-dominant side. Don't let your chest collapse. To keep the Anahata Chakra, the cardiac plexus, always lifted, and the head in a mode of Jalandhara Bandha, that is chin lock, but not completely dropping it. You have to adjust the head according to the tip of your fingers, resting in the aperture of the nostrils. So that's called doing with the fingers Ujjayi Pranayama, and stay in that, because now we are going to start the real tricking of the mind. We are going to do what is known as Anuloma Pranayama. You inhale from both the nostrils and you exhale from one nostril. Single nostril exhalation, starting with the dominant, then the non-dominant. So let's do that again, all together. Inhale from both the nostrils. Exhale from the right to the dominant. Do it according to your own rhythm. Inhale from both. Gently pressurize, not too much. Gently. And you don't have to leave the touch of the fingers or the nostrils. Both nostrils inhalation. Single nostril exhalation. Enjoy. Both nostrils inhalation. Alternate nostril exhalation. Keep working on it. The more you are able to feel both the nostrils inhaling with the restedness of the fingers continuing. You don't have to lift your fingers. And when you pressurize, you exhale, you do it gently so that the exhalation takes place only from one nostril. Both nostrils inhalation, single nostril exhalation. Already you can feel that this form of pranayama is making a significant difference to your brain waves. Relax with a smile, as I told you. Exhale from one nostril. Inhale from both the nostrils. Then drop your hands down. Get back your position of your spine and head. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha lifts the spine. Jalandhara Bandha orients the brain towards the heart. Never forget that. In other words, don't let your sternum drop. That's it. Now we're going to do the opposite. Anuloma was single nostril exhalation. Pratiloma is single nostril inhalation. So rest your fingers again. First, initially do Ujjayi Pranayama, inhaling and exhaling from both the nostrils. And now we begin. Exhale from both the nostrils. Inhale from the right to the dominant. Do it according to your own rhythm. Exhale from both the nostrils. Inhale from the left to the non-dominant. And continue that way. Single nostril inhalation. Alternate nostril inhalation. Both nostrils exhalation. Pratiloma pranayama. After inhaling from your right nostril or the dominant nostril, drop your hands. Now we will go into Shavasana and get into meditation with my guidance. So this meditation today, we will do it in a lying down position with our calves rested on the chair. So get ready, come out of your posture in which you were, keep the chair or the sofa to keep your calves rested. It is always the cardiac region, cardiac muscles that have to be rested, because ultimately all mystics called the prayer of the heart pure prayer, prayer without words. So you keep yourself rested on the floor with your calf muscles rested on the chair or on the sofa. Keep a little support for your visible, and then keep the bolster. Sometimes it's good to keep a bolster on the shins so that you are able to rest. So whichever position you're taking, chair shavasana, or those, I think all of you will be able to use a sofa or a chair to rest your calf muscles, keep a pillow for your head. And in this state, we are going to do first initial shavasana, then we will, with the breath, introduce the mantra of our choice. Today, when we are meditating, we are going to understand the important element of pratyahara. It is pratyahara that helps us to disconnect from a world that today is locked down. But whether it is locked down or not locked down, we have an internal mechanism to let go. That is pratyahara. And that is why I'm asking you to lie down and do this meditation, because a state of Ishvara Pranidhana has to be maintained right through, even as you introduce the dharana, which is the mantra. And do that with bhakti, with devotion. Lovingly recall or keep listening within you. There is a method of listening to that mantra. When you breathe in, you listen to it once. When you breathe out, you listen to the same mantra twice. That equation between the sympathetic nervous system as you inhale and parasympathetic nervous system as you exhale makes a whole difference to the HRV, heart rate variant. It's beautiful. You don't have to do anything about it. Your body just responds to this. So enjoy that as we get into dharana, meditation with the word into dhyana. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, open our hearts to the silent presence of your Spirit. Lead us into that mysterious silence where your love is revealed to all who call Hari Om, Narayana, Maranatha, Shalom, Allah. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow your love. Where there is injury or pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, through faith in you. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there's darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever joy. Oh, Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and giving to all that we receive, and in dying that we are born to eternal life. Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. And where there's darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever joy.
Thank you, Father. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
And yesterday was amazing grace. Today was another beautiful gem. Thank you so much. And we will.
St. Francis of Assisi.
Yeah.
Universally known as a prayer for forgiveness. And the founders of the Alcoholics Anonymous use this, especially when it comes to difficult situations of not being able to let go. So pratyahara is this song. This song we sang in pranayama and pratyahara and gave expression in the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Namaskar.
Father, we'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Yes, at 8 a.m. God bless.